Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Joe Lauzon, who's facing Jim Miller at UFC 155. And I guess you kind of had to have a little bit of an abbreviated Christmas. Did you get to do anything?
I was a little short. I still woke up, did presents, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Had dinner at my parents' house, and then we got on a flight at like 8 o'clock, so not too bad.
What's the best thing you got?
I got a jam box from my girlfriend, so that was awesome. And then I got, for the zombie apocalypse, which is definitely coming, got a combat axe.
Okay. We got some zombie game at home. I don't know if it's going to prepare me any better, but we got the gun and the whole blowing away.
You got to know what's going on. You got to have a game plan. Zombies are coming.
Very nice. So how do you make what do you make rather of the matchup? People definitely know that you have a history of fight of the nights, and Jim is an aggressive fighter as well. So how do you feel about this?
This is going to be an exciting fight. You know, we're both going to come forward. I think one of us is going to clip the other one, and then a submission is going to follow shortly after.
Mm-hmm. And do you still see yourself as a first round fighter? Not. Do you know what I mean? You've talked about the fact that sometimes you didn't go as long and that you maybe weren't as well prepared if the fight did get out of the first round. So did you strategically try to change that?
No, I mean I'm still trying to go for the kill from the start. I've had some issues, what it seemed like cardio issues in the past, but a lot of times it's just injuries and dealing with things in camp. Just fighting really hard and just pushing such a hard pace.
Because I was going to say, you don't strike me as somebody. I mean, obviously you can't just tell by looking, but that cardio would be an issue for you.
Yeah, it's usually not. Like I train really hard in the gym all the time. Sometimes you're affected by the weight cut and things like that. So, but overall, I'm feeling really good for this fight.
And how hard is it for you to make the weight?
I make weight pretty easy. So I'm walking at probably 67 right now. So I got to drop like 12 for tomorrow. So not too bad. Some guys cut more, but I don't think that's. It gets to the point where it's no longer beneficial.
And when you fight, how much do you think you'll weigh?
I'll probably be around 170 or so.
Okay. So what are your plans after you win? But I mean, you've had a lot of great fights. Obviously, like I said, you have so many bonuses and shifts in momentum. Do you know what I mean? So do you find that the fights, when you look back on the ones that didn't go your way, do you find that you're able to identify, mistakes in camp or mistakes in the fight and apply that towards the future?
I think that after the fact, it's easier to see little issues. You know what I mean? Like maybe a deficiency in wrestling or whatever. But overall, I mean, I think it's just, staying healthy. I think that's been my biggest issue.
How has the Varner win sort of buoyed you? That was, again, Jamie was hot again and coming in, and kind of people didn't expect you to win that.
Yeah, I was really, really happy with how that fight went. It went deep into the third. I still came in with a submission, double bonus. Everything about that fight was awesome. It was on Fox. Everything was great about it. I've had a ton of people come up to me that, everyone saw that fight. Everyone was paying attention to that fight. So it was really nice to get a win over such a tough opponent.
And where does that rank sort of in your all-time favorite wins?
Well, it's the newest. So right now it's probably the best. But I mean, I like every fight for different reasons.
Yeah. Well, good. That's a good reason. Now, I talked to Jim about the fact that you have so many bonuses, and he said that sometimes, though, the other guy gets the bonus for being subbed out, and he doesn't want to be the guy on the other end of that. But what's the best thing you've ever spent your submission victory or your bonus money on? What's the best thing you ever treated yourself to?
The biggest thing I've done recently is we moved my gym. So I spent like $40,000 between like mats and equipment and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be happiest about that in the long term.
And are you in Fall River?
No, we were in Bridgewater. We're in Easton now.
Okay.
Yep.
Fall River, I'm supposed to say.
The dirty river.
Nice. And I think I've asked you this before because I'm also from Massachusetts, but how do you, I haven't been back there in a little while, and I talk to Kenny Florine about this sometimes, but how do you feel, the growth is there, and are you seeing, a rise in membership at your gym and just a rise sort of in the local scene there?
We're definitely seeing a rise. I think it's like everyone else, though. I mean, I think everyone expects that they're going to get to the UFC right off the bat, and it's really not how it works, But there's a lot more people training all the time, and there's a lot more slots in the UFC, so it'll come, but I think we'll see like a big boom of all that stuff in the next couple of years.
Yeah. What do you do to celebrate New Year's Eve?
I don't drink, so I will eat all kinds of really bad food, Chinese food, pizza, like pretty much everything I haven't been able to eat for the last couple of weeks, I will be devouring.
Nice. And you're going to throw down tomorrow at around this time, right?
Yeah, yep. So, we'll be getting down on that food.
Very nice. All right, well, I'm looking forward to a great fight, and I'm sure you'll deliver. Thanks, Joe.
Oh, thank you.